The team at Diabetes UK Cymru are dishing up bite-sized lessons in healthy cooking and carb counting for young people living with type 1 diabetes. Here's our first taste of Italian.
We're going to teach 13 people from Diabetes UK how to cook a 3-course meal, starter, main course and dessert. Okay, welcome to Giovanni's Cookery School. We are ready to go?
I've watched my mum cook. That's about it.
Cheese on toast is about as far as it goes.
I've never cooked in my life.
If you're leaving home for the first time and can't cook for yourself, the obvious solution is to buy pre-prepared meals.
We live in a fast-paced society where convenience foods, takeaways are becoming the norm.
It's quite easy sometimes to just go for a ready meal, or, people's lives are so busy.
I'm Italian, we didn't grow up that way, everything was homemade, we didn't know about fast food.
Cooking for yourself can help you to control your diabetes, and there are millions of recipes out there to tempt you into the kitchen.
It's a misconception that people with type 1 diabetes have got this hugely restricted diet where we live on salad all the time. A healthy diet for somebody without diabetes should be the same diet for somebody with type 1 as well.
So we want to show you a bunch of people getting to grips with a simple Italian supper and hope to inspire you to get out your apron and get chopping.
Okay, the first things we're going to do now is bruschetta, which is tomato, a little bit of garlic, 2 slices of bread, and that's the perfect starter.
We've got a choice of 3 starters. We've got the bruschetta, we've also got the tomato presented beautifully with mozzarella, and then we've also got some fried peppers in olive oil.
What we're going to need is a little bit of green, a little bit of red, and a little bit of yellow.
It's good to cook fresh foods, tastes better and a lot healthier.
How much is a squeeze of olive oil? A squeeze of olive oil is like a shot of Sambuca. 25 mil. No, that's wine. The darker one is olive oil, the brighter one is white wine.
As you can tell from this, I have no skill whatsoever.
Yeah, great.
You think?
Absolutely.
And the great thing about cooking up a healthy meal is that you are in charge of the carbs.
Carbohydrates are the main nutrient in food that affects people's blood glucose with diabetes, and all the research has shown that the best way to manage your blood glucose control is to learn to carbohydrate count and insulin adjust.
To start with carb counting, we look at the different ingredients that have got carbohydrates in them. About 1 inch thick of bread is about 10 grams of carbohydrate. So we knew that if we had about 4 portions of the bruschetta, we knew we had 40 grams of carbohydrate.
And ordinarily, I wouldn't say to count the small amount of carbohydrate in the vegetables.
They're doing very well.
I think they're going to give me a job with my masterpiece. I'd eat it.
Yeah, you can have it. I don't want it.
It's amazing what you can do when you try. I'd make that. I'd make it at home.
It's really nice meeting other people and experiencing this, because I didn't realise how many people feel the same way and experience the same thing, whereas before I kind of hid myself in a little bubble.
My diabetes is really shocking, especially since I've had my daughter. I've always really denied the fact that I'm diabetic since a young age, so I think it's time to grow up. I'm 21, it's time to grow up.
I'm not very good at checking my blood, so I just check it if I don't feel very well, but it's still not every day.
I've had to borrow somebody's insulin because my insulin pump has been beeping at me, but I'll be okay.
We all struggle.
If washing up puts you off, here's a solution that takes that excuse off the table.
The second course, there's 5 options: beef, chicken, lamb, fish and vegetarian, with various vegetables, things like aubergines, courgettes. These guys are going to chop them up, put them into these little foil parcels, and there's some white wine going on in there and some herbs and things, and then they're going in the oven.
Okay, do you guys decide what you want to cook?
I've gone for the fish because it's something I wouldn't normally eat and I would know how to cook it, so I'm going to try something totally new.
I think I'll put everything in. courgette, leek, pepper, some mushrooms, and then all herbs and spices.
Basically no carbs in it, so it's brilliant.
Now that the pasta are ready, we put it in the oven for about 20 minutes.
So for pudding, we've got either a chocolate or a strawberry cheesecake, which is quite exciting because it doesn't require any baking, and it's also a low carb option, and it's slightly lower in sugar than the ones that you might find in the supermarket.
The carbohydrates are really going to come from the biscuit base. There's 3 biscuits in there. The ricotta would be negligible, the cream cheese negligible. You're really counting the carbohydrates in the chocolate that goes on top and on the strawberries.
Chocolate is an example of a carb that kind of releases a little bit more slowly because of the fat content. So that's also something that we've learned tonight, is that fat can slow down the release of carbs.
Good, actually, yeah, it's not too bad.
Pretty good.
I didn't realise how things can be simple to cook but taste really good.
I'm going to continue cooking at home. I always liked it, always enjoyed it.
Learn a little bit at a time every single day, and you'll be able to produce an amazing meal for you, for your partner, for your friend, for your family.
You just need a little bit of know-how, a bit of confidence.
It's the beginning.
Don't be lazy, cook some fresh food.
If you are interested in one of our cookery schools or would like more information, get in touch by phone or email and visit our website for healthy eating advice and recipes.